Stock Picking Secrets Part 2. How to pick stocks. This is Part 2 of Stock Picking Secrets. These stock picking secrets are taken from William O'Neill and his excellent book, How to Make Money in Stocks. O'Neill has been investing since 1958 and has serious credibility. He's an entrepreneur, investor, and founded the Investors Business Magazine and Investors.com. But more of that later as I tell you how Investors.com can help you to pick stocks. Before I tell you exactly how to pick stocks, I encourage you to watch Part 1 first. Then you get a balanced approach of what not to do and then what to do. Like Part 1, in Part 2 I'm going to give you 10 examples. 10 examples of how to pick stocks. Secret number 1, don't buy cheap stocks. Buy stocks from markets like the Nasdaq, S&P 500 or the FTSE 100 if you want to buy UK companies. And buy mainly stocks between $15 and $300 a share. The majority of super stocks emerge from sound, strong chart bases of $30 and up. Avoid the common mistakes of only looking for cheap stocks. They're cheap for a reason and are probably where they belong. Secret number 2, buy growth stocks where each of the last 3 years' earnings per share have been up at least 25% and the next year's consensus earnings estimate is up 25% or more. Many growth stocks will also have annual cash flow of 20% or more above earnings per share. By the way, earnings per share is found by dividing total after-tax profits by the number of shares outstanding. Secret number 3, make sure the last 2 or 3 quarters earnings per share are up a huge amount. Look for a minimum of 25 to 30%. In bull markets, look for EPS, earnings per share, up 40 to 500%. The higher the better. It's clear that O'Neill sees EPS as a key metric when stock picking, so start giving EPS some serious focus. Secret number 4, buy stocks with a return on equity of 17% or more. The really successful companies will show a return on equity of 25 to 50%. Secret number 5, buy a stock because it's the number 1 company in its particular field in terms of earnings and sales, ROE, profit margins and product superiority. Don't buy a stock because of its PE ratio or dividend. I've made this mistake in the past and it's the wrong way to go. PE ratio will let you know if a stock is cheap, but we aren't looking for cheap stocks. We're looking for the best stocks. This is a key point to get in your heads if you want to succeed in the stock market. Secret number 6, carefully average up, not down, and cut every single loss when it's 7% or 8% below your purchase price. These figures are what are recommended by O'Neill in his book, How to Make Money in Stocks. Personally, I'm a little more cautious and go with a stop loss of 6%, and this is because of current market conditions. Secret number 7, learn to read charts and recognize proper bases and exact buy points. Use daily and weekly charts to materially improve your stock selection and timing. Buy stocks when they initially break out of sound and proper bases, with volume for the day 50% or more above normal trading volume. Again, reading charts really isn't my strong point, but I have found a way around it. Stick around until the end of the video and find out how I read charts to help me pick stocks. Secret number 8, the company should have an excellent new superior product or service that it's selling well. It should also have a big market for its product and the opportunity for repeat sales. This sort of information will be easy enough to find If you're putting your hard-earned money into a stock, it's definitely worth doing a bit of digging, a bit of research, and finding out as much info as possible about that particular company. Secret number 9, make sure that 1 or 2 better performing mutual funds have bought your stock in the last reporting period. You also want your stocks to have an increasing institutional sponsorship over the last several quarters. Basically, the big boys like BlackRock getting in on the action. Secret number 10, the general market should be in an uptrend. This is when the bulls are back and the market is going up as a whole. Looking at the whole market from chart is another weak point for myself, but there is a way you can do this without having to analyse loads of different charts. Wrapping things up, this information is all about stock picking, and we've focused on 10 stock picking secrets you may or may not know. Looking at secret number 7 and secret number 10, I use investors.com. I subscribe to this really helpful tool each month, and it's helped me to start picking stocks. Even in a bear market, I get notified when investors.com highlights stocks that are breaking out of bases, like a cup with handle for example, and are ready to be bought. You click on the stock in question and the site investors.com gives you all the relevant info like volume, EPS, sales, ROE, etc, etc. I put these stocks into a stock tracker, and then I use the various metrics to decide on whether or not to buy that stock. It's the same for looking at market conditions. Are we in a bear market or bull market? I use investors.com and read the big picture, which is an article that's released a few times a week, every couple of days. It lets you know what the Fed are up to and every other important thing going on that will impact market conditions. This might sound a little bit complicated, but when you read books like William O'Neill or by the likes of William O'Neill and Mark Minervini, it becomes much more clear. Doing this in 2022 has enabled me to invest a small amount of money into a handful of stocks over the last few months, and I've even made a decent profit, decent ROI. With stock picking added to my financial literacy, I can't wait for the next bull market to really capitalise. So there you have it, stock picking secrets and how I use investors.com to help me with some of my weak points. Don't rush in, fools rush in. Educate yourself and learn how to invest safely, and then invest with skill. Hopefully you've got some value from this content, from the video, and you can use it going forward as an investor. If you've taken something away from the video, a thumbs up would be appreciated. And thanks for listening.